When the Man of Steel falls victim to machinations of mysterious forces, it'll be up to the Dark Knight and the Boy Wonder to save him. All this and more in the pages of Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 1. Let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? So you might be asking, when exactly in time does this new Mark Waid, Dan Mora miniseries take place? Well, the answer is quite simple. Sometime in the past. Beyond that, try not to think about it too hard. You might just go cross-eyed. As we join the story proper, Poison Ivy is running amok in the streets of Metropolis, vowing to tear this city down and return the natural order of the world back to nature and the green. Why is she doing this here and not in Gotham City, the city where she's from? She says the sun is nicer here, and I mean, yeah, can't blame her. Ivy thinks she's heading towards a showdown with Superman, Metropolis's defender, only she's shocked to discover that Batman and Robin actually followed her there, and oh man, don't they look so good in this art style? Also, how cool is it to see a blue-caped Batman next to a Robin? It has been so long now, I am feeling real genuine nostalgia right here. It's not long before Superman joins the fray too, being sure to help evacuate the Daily Planet from anyone who was caught in the crossfire of this super battle. We get some wonderfully playful Mark Waidian dialogue where Superman says, hey, it's your villain, but it's my city, should we flip a coin? Robin doesn't like it when we flip coins, reminds him too much of Two-Face. Now Poison Ivy isn't stupid, she's actually enlisted the help of a Metropolis native, one of Superman's greatest foes, Metallo, the man with the Kryptonite heart. Metallo actually goes on a pretty good little monologue here about being a cyborg, not being able to feel, being dead to emotion, and filled only with a sense of vengeance while the panels show off Batman. Metallo also has an extra little trick up his sleeve right now. He's brought a secret weapon, a syringe filled with red kryptonite. A very special strain of kryptonite that is known to affect the Man of Steel in completely random ways. Metallo plunges it through the heart of Superman, before Robin can actually come on in and help make the save by jamming his bow staff, ironically enough, through Metallo's own kryptonite heart. It's after that the comic actually steps back even further in time and we get to see one of the earliest meetings between Batman and Superman. It seems that the Penguin had kidnapped Robin after the dynamic duo had gotten too close to his weapons smuggling operation, only he wasn't just moving regular old weapons. You see, aided by Lex Luthor, Cobblepot had struck up a deal with the weaponers of the antimatter universe. Yeah, the Quardians, those guys who make the Yellow Lantern ring for Sinestro later on. Penguin had hoped these weapons and reinforcements from another universe would finally give him the edge in taking down his most hated foe, Batman. Unfortunately, Bruce had some help in the form of Superman. This would just be one of many team-ups between the world's finest, and one that would go on to end up cementing their relationship and friendship. And isn't it so nice to tell a story wherein Superman and Batman are not only friends and allies, but like each other's company? This flashback and familiarity actually goes on to impact and affect the story that's happening in the present. You see, Superman begins to freak out. The red kryptonite is now coursing its way through his veins and are affecting both his mind and body. His powers are out of whack, and worse still, he actually ends up hallucinating. A rampaging Superman is of course a great danger to the city, but also to Superman himself. With no other options, Batman decides to throw a major Hail Mary play and ask for assistance from the Doom Patrol. Yeah, I sure didn't think this Batman Superman miniseries would also feature the Doom Patrol, but here we are, and it makes a lot of sense too. As Bruce says, these guys are experts in the field of superpowered individuals who also suffer from all different sorts of afflictions, so it only makes sense to call them in. Robot Man, Elastigirl, and Negative Man do everything in their power to try and contain Superman, but he's just too strong. He also just so happens to see them as if they were Phantom Zone criminals out to get him. In an act of bravery or stupidity, depending on where you stand, Batman decides to put himself between all the innocent people and Superman. Currently, a hallucinating Clark sees Batman as if he was Lex Luthor, but Bruce hopes that he can get through to his friend by playing on their personal connection and mentioning the fact that Bruce is one of the only people in the entire world that actually know Superman's own secret identity. With Superman briefly pacified, Larry Trainor steps on in and uses the power of the negative spirit to create a red solar energy field, sapping Superman of his power so they can hopefully help him. The good guys take Superman back to Doom Manor, where they begin comparing notes. Whoever pushed Ivy and Metallo to attack the city surely had all of this planned from the very beginning to get to Superman. Metallo's syringe also just so happened to have a very familiar horned logo on it. Well, familiar as in the Doom Patrol know what it is. I don't know what what it is. If they're going to solve this mystery, though, they're going to need Superman back on their side, and the only way they're going to be able to do that is through a little surgery. Luckily, the Doom Patrol's chief, Dr. Niles Calder, just so happens to already own a bunch of Kryptonite medical tools for just such an occasion. And it's on that note right there the comic comes to a close, everyone. So that was Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 1, and yeah, it was pretty damn enjoyable, wasn't it? Dan Mora positively kills it on art. It's fun to see these Mark Waid versions of Batman and Superman that I haven't read about in a very long time. It's like putting on a nice, familiar, warm sweater. The addition of the Doom Patrol was a nice, unexpected twist too, in what up until that point was a pretty paint-by-numbers, if still very enjoyable Batman-Superman team-up tale. Beyond that, there's really not much more I can say about this story. It looks good, it reads good, I had a fun time checking it out, and I can only imagine you're all gonna have a fun time checking it out too, which is why I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.